Okay guys, you are welcome back to my channel. So if you like this video, I'm going to show you, please like and subscribe and ring the bell so that whenever I upload a new video you'll be able to see it. So in this video I'm going to show you something a little bit special about, not that special because I've already shown you how to make FM radio receiver using surface mount IC, but I didn't explain it, but it just show how I made it. But in this video I'm going to show you how to make a transistor radio using KA22471 IC. So let's start with the video. Okay, before I will start, the circuit for this FM radio receiver, I actually have two sections: the tuner section and the demodulator. So the IC is just intermediate frequency processor. It just processes the carrier frequency of a particular frequency. So you need a circuit that will tune the frequency for the IC to process. So for you to, in order to receive specified radio stations, so you need to build a circuit. So this circuit will be able to be used to tune the radio station, so that the IC will just demodulate their carrier frequency and bring out the audio signal for that radio station. So for this is the circuit for my tuner. If you look well to this circuit, you can see this circuit seems similar to what you can see on the internet, some sort of FM radio transmitter using here. This look like video is that I think like sometimes a radio transmitter can be used to as a radio receiver. So when you can, in the reverse case, I can use a radio transmitter as a radio receiver. So here I'm using it's like I'm using the radio transmitter circuit as a radio receiver, but you know that even if the radio transmitter circuit turns in the reverse way to be a radio receiver, so the receive signal will be that white clean, like there'll be a lot of distortion on there. So you need an IC that will sort of detect those signal well, so that you could be able to have a nice quality audio signal from the radio station that you tune. So for the tuner, you can see a tank circuit here. So you can use a permanent capacitor of 20 picofarad. The frequency of this tank circuit will depend the frequency you're going to have. And you know what I'm trying to say. So but when I'm trying this circuit, I drawn the antenna here, but when I build the circuit, I discovered that putting the antenna here would some kind of change the frequency. So I think that the antenna wasn't supposed to be here. The antenna was supposed to be at the center of the inductor. So you can remove it here. I'll show you where the antenna is supposed to be when I finally put the antenna. So the antenna wasn't supposed to be at the center of this inductor. So this antenna was I don't know if for the received signal, oscillating signal then get confined to this intermediate frequency transformer. So this intermediate frequency transformer, this is some sort of a step up transformer. I don't know, but I think it's a step up transformer. But you have ever seen an intermediate frequency transformer. So, but I will show you the transformer that I use. So the intermediate frequency transformer, inside the transformer there is some sort of inductor. So whenever you connect inductor, you create is a diode in the reverse direction, so that it discharges the current that is being built up inside the coil of the transformer. So you can see a diode. It's in a diode. If I switch in, it's in a diode. Put in the reverse direction to discharge the voltage built by the inductor as a result of inductance of the coil. So here you can see I wrote the part number of the diode 4148 diode. So then connect the resistor. Then through a switching device, whenever you're building a circuit, you are mostly going to come in contact with a switching device that is a semiconductor. So I use a NPN BJ2 transistor using 9018 transistor. So 9018 transistor is, according to the data sheet, is a VHF high frequency local oscillator tuner. And it sound like what we need in this. We need a tuner switching device. So and this is what we get. So again, a transistor is a tuner transistor in FM band. It's a HF frequency because it's range between 7.5 megahertz to 108 megahertz. So here you can see some inductor of 20 tons with diameter of 40 millimeter. So this inductor used to filter high frequency. So here between the emitter of the transistor and the inductor, this is where you're going to insert your antenna. Then connect 35 picofarad capacitor to this just to filter interruption for them to bypass all this whole circuit that comes from the VCC, to bypass current there first before the main circuit and before the whole circuit will start to work. So this is where the antenna. So I connected the antenna with a 500 picofarad capacitor. I use a 500 picofarad capacitor to minimize the capacitance reactance at those high frequencies, so that I make sure that there will be no even any form of capacitance reactance, so that I will not have a distorted audio. But here is where the and received signal will be collected from this intermediate frequency transformer. So from this intermediate frequency transformer, we went through the ceramic filter then to the input of the IC. So, but I'm going to show you in a few minutes. So if you look to this transistor, you can see I use a common base configuration for this transistor that you can see here. You can see it's a common base. So I use a 10 alpha capacitor to bypass anything. First open the transistor first before, and you can see all these capacitor most are just used to reset the IC in the first place before all the circuit will start to function, so that you can things will go in the right way. So bear it in mind, the antenna is not located here, the antenna is located right here. So with a series connection of 500 picofarad capacitor, that's what I use. But you can use the capacitor of your own choice, but it won't be less than some sort of 3 picofarad. So it will be, don't make it higher than that 500 picofarad. So here it's just for fine tuning, and this is here, and this is all about the tuning. So coming over to here, you can see I create a range of 2 to 7 picofarad capacitor. So but obviously in my own case I use 4 picofarad capacitor, but you can use 7 picofarad, but 7 picofarad, I just think that 4 picofarad capacitor is okay from here. So here is a reverse diode in case of a reverse, whatever. So current will be ground through in the reverse case. So I connect around this is just used to pin 9. Pin 9 is the audio out of the intermediate frequency processor IC. So this is just used for fine tune the tuner circuit. So this is all about the tuner circuit. This is all about I have for the tuner circuit. So let's take a look to the main intermediate frequency processor. But if you have not subscribed to my channel, please highly recommend to subscribe and like and press the bell icon. It will help the channel. So make sure you subscribe. So let's take a look to the IC. Okay guys, taking a look to the IC, you can see the IC doesn't feature that much circuit, but here is the pin 9 for that audio signal that I showed you before. So this place will be connected right at the pin 9. Just at the pin 9, you don't need to connect it. You don't need to connect it here. Just you need to connect it here. So this is the intermediate frequency input, which is here. The output is connected to the input of the IC. So if you have finished building the tuner, then you build the receiver. So this is a circuit where the receiver works, where the receiver work for FM. So this IC basically is an intermediate frequency processor IC. So it processes SW radio, AM radio, and FM. So but I don't want to worry about those SW and AM because in my local area we don't have that AM radio, but sometimes I receive a frequency of SW radio, but it's very weak. So you can have SW radio in your own area. So you might decide to build your circuit based on SW and FM, but those require a lot of intermediate frequency transformers, which can be rarely to be found nowadays. So I just build. I don't want to worry about those ones. So I just consider the circuit just for FM radio. I don't want to worry about this. So this is the circuit that you're going to need. For here is the detector transformer. So by adjusting here, when you are finished building, you can get a nice quality audio coming out from here. So here is the filter capacitor, which will ground the whole circuit for a couple of milliseconds before the current will start flow through the whole things. So here is the circuit that you're going to need for the receiver that you want to build. So let's start build the circuit. Okay guys, here is the circuit that I mean. So you can see the 901 transistor, the intermediate frequency transformers, and the FM detector transformer with the resistor, and the other circuit that I built. I've input this LED, but found out that the LED is not that effective. So this is the 220 microfarad capacitor, and there is the time circuit. So here is the time circuit. So here is the fine tune. And you don't have to worry about what I made. I've already shown you the circuit. What I showed you here is exactly what I built here, and what I told you here is exactly what I do here. So this antenna comes from here. Here is connected under the PCB out here. So here is the antenna wire which comes out here. So here is where it comes out. So you can see I produce some sort of reduction gears to slow my rate of change in capacitance so that I can be able to detect those radio stations. So I'm not going to jump a station without myself. I think that's all about today. So let's test the circuit.
It's time to test our circuit diagram to see how it will going to perform. But just in case if there is any noise, I will adjust this so that I can get a nice audio reception. This is intermediate frequency transformer detector. Okay, let's test the circuit. Okay, I'm going to connect my radio receiver to this amplifier circuit. If you want to know how I made it, you can watch my previous video where I show how to make an audio amp. Watch till the end of the video, you might learn something from it. So let's use it for my amplifier. So here is the 3 output terminal for the FM radio. So one of them is the VCC, the middle one is the GND, and the other side will be a signal wire. So I will connect it here. So the amp will going to supply power for the radio to work. So the battery that I'm going to connect here will be used to power the radio receiver circuit. So I just made a connector here so that I could be able to connect this this radio receiver circuit to this amplifier circuit. So let's connect the speaker. So you can see the speaker. I just used this net to cover it so that I will protect the speaker diaphragm from tearing. So let's connect the speaker to the amp. So here's going to be connected. Connecting the battery.